Going on, everyone? Welcome to our office hours for this week. Be quick. Unless anybody has questions for me. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Might even bring you up if you want to come in. Um, this week was cool. We had Lisa Durden, award-winning filmmaker, whose docu series, docudrama, I think it's a documentary, um, is currently on Hulu, called Diary of a Killer, which she did for ABC's 2020. She was great. She dropped a lot of knowledge bombs on people, and super, authentic, and was really just fantastic about connecting to different people within the group. Um, those are the kind of people we like working with. So if you're interested in ever sharing your knowledge forward to up and coming storytellers, filmmakers, whatever you want to call yourselves, um, feel free to drop your information in the chat, and we'll reach out to you as soon as we can. We have some other people coming up soon, which should be really cool. We put out the rap report yesterday, which was probably one of the better ones we put out in a while. You can find it on our Substack. We literally just put it out yesterday, and has a bunch of film recommendations, books, articles, things that you can kind of, you know, absorb after our great conversation that we had with Lisa Durden yesterday, Wednesday. And the next one that's coming up, I believe, and let me not believe. Let me actually just double check it for you on our event calendar. And if you ever want to come to any of our events, you can go to luma.com/StoryLab NYC. And you can find all the things that are coming up for us. So our next Zoom that we have a guest coming on will be on July 29th, and it will be focused on social and digital for creatives, even without a budget or followers. And this one is being done by a good friend of mine who I've known for a number of years. She has worked and done stuff with me previously. Her name is Janie Ho. Janie is amazing. She's a TEDx speaker, she's a journalist, she's a digital growth leader, she's a photographer. She has worked in and around such publications as the New York Daily News, GQ, NY Mag, Business Week, CBS, ABC. She's done it all pretty much. And she was also at LinkedIn for a number of years. So she knows the social media and digital space quite well. So she's coming on the 29th on our Zoom. And again, if you're not a member of the Story Lab, I encourage you to join our Substack. That's how you get into our group community. Or if you just want to attend an event or two, something that piqued your interest, you can go to luma.com/storylab. So I think that's right. Right? Let me just double check. if you're doing anything that you want people to know about, yeah, that's right. Luma.com/StoryLab. Um, if you're doing something, if you got a crowdfunding campaign or film that's coming out or a project that you're doing that you want people to know about, um, you're always welcome to reach out. If you're a member, for sure, 100% reach out, let us know. We'll put it in the Substack. We'll share it to, our community. We have 10,000 plus people. Um, and if you're not a member, I encourage you to become a member. Um, we do some cool things both virtually and online. I mean, virtually and in person. Um, we're working on some in-person content right now that we do with um, our venue partner, Planet X Studios in Brooklyn. If you are a filmmaker or you do commercials or music videos or podcasts or indie film projects, vertical content, and you're looking for a place to shoot your projects, you should definitely check out Planet X Studios. Um, we we do all kinds of great stuff. I'm actually there right now, currently, and if you want to learn more about it, planetxstudios.life. That is the website. That is, my voice sounds crazy right now, right? I have no idea why it's so like stressed. So, um, trying to see what else is on our agenda this week. Um, Personally speaking, I'm working on I'm working on a feature film screenplay, and I am working on a vertical drama, a vertical horror story, actually, to be exact. And I'm happy to say that they are both going very well. Um, the feature, the first draft will be done probably this weekend. The series will probably be the first draft of that will probably be done probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And I've had a number of people who have reached out to me to ask me if they can read it. And so I'll be selecting a few people, um, a few people I trust to read it, read the contents, and let me know their thoughts. Because I've never written a horror story before, it's not necessarily something that I would call a um, something I'm experienced with, but I've had this thought about trying to do it for a while. So I'm like, why not? Which will be weird. Like, I mean, I guess it's been done before. And Jordan Peele was in comedy, and then made his pivot to kind of dark comedy horror films. So it's not unheard of. I'm doing pretty much the same pivot, going from comedy and drama to horror and dark comedy. So um, I'm actually, I think it's going to be good. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is, if it works out well, um, and if it comes out okay once I'm finished with it, and once we shoot it, because I will be shooting. I don't know if I'm going to direct it. I'm not sure. Probably not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's be honest. Um, but once it's done, if it turns out well, then I think what I'll do is just do a few different, like create a series of horror drama, vertical horrors that will be kind of like interconnected, like a horror universe of sorts. I'm not sure. I'm still playing with the idea. I mean, it's not like revolutionary thought. It's just that I have never done it myself. So for me, it's a big deal. So, um, yeah, be curious to see what other people are working on. Um, if you're working on anything you want to share with people, feel free to drop a link to whatever it is you want people to know about. Um, we started doing these office hours because, and it was so crazy. This was crazy. So I, I'm starting to schedule these like every week. I, sometimes I have to cancel because of things that are happening, but 90% of the time it'll probably be on Fridays from 12 to 1 p.m. or 12 to 12:30, depending on what the how things are going. Um, anyway, I reason why I started scheduling these is because people like are sending me tons of emails and tons of like, DMs on LinkedIn, on Instagram, wanting to talk to me. They want, hey, Darren, can you connect me to this person? Hey, Darren, are you working on this project? Are you doing this? Hey, Darren, I'm working on this project. Could you give me, your thoughts on this? Da 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 da. Right. So there, people are reaching out like crazy. Like my schedule is ridiculous. Um, so I'm just like, okay, you know what? Look, I'm gonna set up some regular time so that way, if people want to talk to me, they can send me a message in the chat, or maybe I can I'll invite them up, maybe, and we can talk. You know, then nobody shows up, and then now you watch. This is what's going to happen. It absolutely will happen because it happened last week. Then, like an hour after I hang up this, I close this down. People start reaching out to me again, and I'm just like, "Yo, I just I just had like a whole hour of dead air because no one showed up." I'm like, you know, I have somebody who's been wanting to set some time with me for the last 2 weeks. And it's just been crazy because we did the watch parties for the Knicks, so that week was just forget about it. Um, then I had some personal stuff that I had to take care of. Then I remember I'm also working on 3 podcasts. So I'm also, what do you call it, recording episodes, which I did, one yesterday, one the day before that. I've got 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. Wait, 4? Wait, 3? I think maybe 5. Holy smokes, I just realized. Let me see. Um, Shout outs to Sabrina Nolan. Um, 1, 2, 3. Jasper Dead. Why do I know that name? Anyway, 3, 4, got 5 more, 6 more podcasts to do within the next week and a half. Um, so it's not like I got ton of time. So this was kind of what this was for. This was to, you know, let people come on and share and ask me whatever questions. Because I also want to, like, if it's something that other people are going to ask me, I want them. It's great to knock it all out at the same time. People can stop and go, "Oh, okay, I heard what he said about this." You know what I'm saying? "Oh, I heard what he said about that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I get it now." Right? You know. So, and then on the flip side of that, I also have people who I've been trying to chase down to talk to and ask questions of for projects that for the projects, some projects that are Planet X related, some projects that are me related. Um I'm really, you know, working on a few different projects. And then I'm also doing some graphic design work for my boy Chris Saunders, whose new EP will probably be out hopefully soon enough. So I'm designing the covers for his EP. So that's taken up a little bit of time. Um, so I mean, this time that I'm setting aside on Fridays at 12 is for you guys. It's not for me. I, you know, it's for you guys. If you guys got questions or thoughts or comments or projects or questions or whatever it is that you are interested in talking to me about, this is your opportunity. I can, Story Lab, you know, like in one shape or form or another has been around since COVID. I started this thing during COVID with no plan. I had no plan. I was not like, all right, I'm going to run this, I'm going to create this community of, no, I was just like, it actually came from a friend who just made a comment to me. We were on Zoom one day and they were like, you know what? You should do like some virtual events for like, since everybody's at home, you should do some virtual events like for the film people who are home, stuck at home. I was like, I, cause up until COVID, online was doing an event online was crap. It was crap. Nobody when people online, it wasn't anything special. So I wasn't really if it wasn't for Clubhouse, I wouldn't even have thought about I wouldn't have done it. Like, not because, like, I did it on because Clubhouse kinda like I would go on there and I would sit in some rooms and people would bring me up on stage to talk and whatever. And it was then I saw that there was a possibility that this could be a thing. So I was just like, "Okay, cool." But I didn't wanna do a Clubhouse because at the time, Clubhouse was kinda like a hot mess. Like, you get in the rooms and people would, like, be arguing and talking nonsense, and then there was a bunch of people who are on there that who were just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm producing this, and I'm directing this." And they weren't producing or directing shit. So it was a lot of phony people. So I didn't wanna I was like, like, Clubhouse is not my thing. So I decided to use LinkedIn because they had just launched, their audio rooms, and I was just like, "Okay, let's try that." And, you know, 6 years later, still kinda going. Every week, we're on Zoom every week, every week. Every Wednesday night, 7 p.m., filmmakers gather. Sometimes it's 25, 35 people, sometimes it's 10. I've done we've done rooms where it was just 2 people, and let me tell you something, it was really good. So we don't care. Like we do work. We're there to do the work. We encourage each other. We help each other with each other's projects. We give advice. We give feedback. I mean, the room is not just, and of course, at the end, toward the end of the call, we we spend a lot of time just bullshitting on like what films we've watched, what TV shows we've binged. We talk a little bit about celebrity nonsense, and it's we're in, it's about the industry still, and we like talking. Like we were talking about back rooms and obsession, and so we like a couple of people in our room, like they really watch a lot of content, so they catch us up on some stuff that we haven't heard of sometimes, which is cool. um but so if you're you know we've all built some good relationships. These are people that now, like, when we're shooting in Houston, or if we're shooting in Jersey and we need like an editor or a writer or a producer or DP, or we have no problems finding them, because we've got a shit ton of people that we've connected with and built relationships, and we work with each other for almost nothing, probably sometimes nothing. And you're not, that's what the room is. This is what Story Lab is all about. It's about building these true connections, these true relationships that you can carry forward into your career. I was talking to a DP yesterday on my podcast, and I was like, "Do you work with the same people all the time?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "This is like the dream." Like, he's like, Because I don't have to worry about anything when I'm working with this group of people." And that alleviates so much stress and work that I have to do preparation wise, and I don't have to hold people's hands. I don't have to micromanage. I can just say, "Hey, I want to do this, 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 and this," and they're like, "Okay, cool, we got it. You, we're on it." And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build. We're creating a community that allows you to create your community. So, got about 4 minutes left here on the clock. Um, if people wanted to drop some, you know, say hi, or everyone who's watching, Catherine, Kellyanne, Expat Film Diaries. That sounds interesting. I wonder where they're based. Um, if you have anything that you want to share, again, if you want to join our Substack, to join our community is to join our Substack, basically. Um, so if you haven't joined, our community, I urge you to do so. It is worth it. You can ask anybody, and you get invited to things that you never would have been invited to. So like we have partnerships with different communities, different organizations, different venues. One of our partnerships is with Planet X Studios, which I am studio manager at. You can see my shitty ass office. It's cool. Um, but we do a lot of industry events, and the people from Story Lab get to benefit and attend. So we did a watch party for the Oscars, Super Bowl, the 3 games for the NBA Finals, and the New York Knicks watch parties. When we do productions like commercials and music videos, people we people can come and they can actually watch the production being added, so that way they can learn or they can network. It's where we give access in ways that people don't normally get. I mean, how many times can you just walk onto a set and not have to work? You can just take notes and get to know the AD or the DP, or you know, maybe even volunteer if you want to build your network. I mean, so we're trying to, like, I know it's cliche, but help us help you. So, uh, well, it's about that time. I don't see anybody comment. Nicole joined. Hey, Nicole. Um, we're gonna close up shop since no one seen this. I know it's gonna happen. The minute I hang up, people are gonna email me, message me, and say, "Hey." I'm like, "Yeah, well, sorry. I unfortunately I have other things I've got to do today." But we'll be back. I'll be back same time next week, Friday, 12 noon to 12:30 or longer if people come on. But if they don't, they don't. So definitely check out our Substack, Storylab NYC at .substack.com. Um, if you want to join our weekly Zoom, it's luma.com/storylab. If you want to be a member, though, you have to join through Substack. Okay. All right. Well, I hope everybody. Oh, real quick, went to go see Supergirl last night. Um, good start. It was. I was. It was not terrible. It was kind of funny. I enjoyed the. Um, I enjoyed it. Um, it was entertaining, and Millie Alcock, who plays Supergirl, she's got some. She's got some promise. So um, check it out if you get a chance. That's okay. Cool. Is Planet X doing anything for the FIFA World Cup? Tell you what, can you send that message to my boss? Because I have been trying to get them to nail down, like. So to answer that question, I have no idea. And like, I believe we are working on doing something. I'm as a studio manager. Yeah, he's every time I see him. I mean, it's going to happen today. He's not here yet, but when he comes, I'm going to go. So FIFA World Cup. How about that? What are we doing? Anything? No, I don't know. So, I if we do anything, I think it'll probably be the championship game, which kind of sucks because you know. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we didn't do anything because we do have a couple of other things in the cooker for July, so it might be a little difficult for us to pull off another watch party in such close proximity to a this other event that we're doing the week of the 15th. So, so good question. I have no answer. I We are working on something for Comic-Con as well, so stay tuned for that. Alright, well, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, everybody stay safe. Um, Hopefully you're out there doing good work, and again, please like, support, and follow us on Instagram at StoryLab NYC, and please join our Substack. I'll give you a cookie. No, I won't. I'm sorry, I won't promise the cookie. Alright, everyone. Enjoy your day. Bye.